Okay, so I was using the guide. Cut that at 400, but all the sawdust started gathering in the saw, and it pushed my saw off the guide, and this is what it's left me with. So I went back and completed the cut. So what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to use all the sawdust off the top, and I'm just going to fill that with a sawdust wood mix, because it's different colours, slightly different colours and patchy, and we're just going to have to put that piece to the back. It's a bit of extra work that I didn't want to have to do, but that's my own fault for not paying attention when I was doing the cut. So we'll get that fixed first, and then we'll do the same cut on these other pieces. Woodworking is not about not making mistakes, it's about knowing how to fix them. So let's see if I can fix this one. And then just because they come from the shop, look at the difference in the middle. So now I'm going to have to chop them to get them square, which is what I really didn't want to have to do. Okay, so my cut is pretty good, considering I just used this piece of timber, but as you can see the factory edge, well, kind of go right. The factory edge is all over the place, so I didn't want to have to cut this edge. I'm going to have to, because I'm going to have to treat it again, because it came pre-stained, but that's just going to make putting the shelves in, and it's just not going to look quite right, so I am going to trim it. There's about a 3mm difference, so I've set the fence for my skill saw at 42, so hopefully that will just take off enough and make it straight. If not, I'm going to have to just move it over another milli. So we'll make some more cuts and we'll see how we go. Okay, so I was going for 400s, but it turns out we're going to be having it can you see that? 395. So that warp in there would have just cost me 5mm. Oh well, let's get on with it. So now I'm going to have to mark out where my shelves are going. I'm just going to use the 2 offcuts. Use that offcut and that one over there, and I'm just going to glue them. Together. They are going to be the shelves, so any joins or anything you won't particularly see them anyway. So that's good. Might dowel it, not sure yet. So let's get these 440s marked out, and then we'll get the router out, I think. Okay, the next thing I've just had to make so I can route a straight line is just made a very quick jig. It's just a piece of thin MDF with a plywood side. And what I'm going to do is the same principle behind a panel saw, not a panel saw, a guide saw. It's just the same principle. It's going to guide that along there, and that'll give me a nice straight edge to work with. Okay, so it's another wet day, so I'm going to carry on with my shelf and my desk build. I tried just routing one side of the shelves at once. Got 2 slots done. It was taking for absolute ever, so I just built a quick jig. Just a quick dado jig, nothing special. This one's not adjustable, this one's fixed. And because I'm using a cheaper router, the bit is not actually in the middle of the plate. So what I've done is I've just wrote some numbers on there, number 2, number 2. And then that way I know each time which mate that is supposed to go. So that catches on there, that just touches there. So hopefully this will go much quicker now. I need to get the rest of them routed. I need to get the shelves built, the desk cut, all mounted. Fun and games, so let's carry on and I'll get these routed and we'll come back. Okay, so I've just taken the offcuts, finished writing the dados. I've done on both pieces. So I've just taken the 2 long offcut pieces. I've just cut them to length. Each one's going to have a natural or already finished edge. I'm just going to glue these together. Already done 2 of them. Then with some nice size shelves with a not too visible glue line, but they've got a bit of shelves so no one's going to see them anyway. Okay, because I had to write them separately, all the heights are very, very slightly different on each of the grooves. So I've just got my Stanley number 7, just set it up to the deepest one, and I'm just going to go around each one and just make sure that they're the same depth. And that means when we squeeze them all together, it should be nice and straight. So this side here is this side's going to be hidden, so I'm not going to be bothered about hiding the screws on this side. That's where I made my mistake when I was first cutting out the wood. It's kind of been hidden from the inside, but it's at the back. And on this side, I'm drilling and screwing them in. This is going to be visible. That side's going to be visible, so I'm just going to use these offcuts from trimming the shelves. I've got slightly different shades, and I'm just going to use them to make some plugs so we can hide them holes so they're not going to be as visible. Still not sure, I could just make them a little bit proud, put a dome on them. I haven't quite decided yet, so but we'll see. So just drilling and screwing.